Guys, I gotta be honest with y'all. It's getting harder and harder and harder to stay free to play. It really is, man. I'm considering going over to the Battle Pass, boys. We might make a switch last minute. I'm not gonna cap. Oh, I'm so conflicted right now, man. We got two very good characters coming up. And I pulled for Genuine, which I do not regret at all. My man is banger, and I'm gonna be rolling out a lot more actually, I'm not gonna say a lot more, it's exaggerated. I'm gonna roll out quite a bit of content to prove how good he is as a free-to-play Genuine player. But this video is not about him. Let's talk about the two coming up, Silverwolf and Loucha. I don't give a damn if it's Loucha. I don't give a damn how it's pronounced. I'm calling him Loucha, like Lucha Libre in this motherfucker. My boy Loucha and Silverwolf. I'm so conflicted because they're back to back and they're both really good. Who should you go for? Well, if I'm being honest with you guys, Silverwolf's banner is obviously the free-to-play choice. Every single character on her banner is quite literally 100% accessible to all people. They are free to play entirely. Silverwolf herself, where do I begin? First and foremost, her light cone. They're giving out a free 4-star light cone with Silverwolf's picture on it. That actually is good for Silverwolf, completely free to play. So she is literally the banner that's more free to play friendly. However, Loucha, on the other hand, is going to be the most god tier healer that has low energy cost burst. I'm not going to get too far into his kit because we're stepping into uncharted territories, and boys, I'm not trying to play with that fire. We already did before and got burned. But basically his value, his kit looks incredibly immaculate in terms for free to play as well. He's somebody that is actually a necessity because we only have one healer or one tank. Some of us are lucky enough to have both. Like me, I have Geppert, the boy, the myth, the legend, the shield hero, and I have, of course, the free to play Natasha. Some of us have Bailu and Natasha, but regardless, picking up another healer is not a bad move. It's actually huge, even if you have both a tank and a healer. But on the other hand, you got Silverwolf over here shredding defense and shredding elemental resistance. Those are two different multipliers that drastically affect how much damage you deal. And so I'm sitting here like, as a free to play, like, god damn it, what do I do? I only got 53 wishes. How am I supposed to make this decision? I guess I could try and pull on the Silverwolf banner. And if I lose the 50-50, then I'm forced to get Loucha. But I don't even think I have enough. Like, this is tough. This gotcha shit, bro. I swear it stresses me out. And the crazy thing is, Loucha 100% has the better banner for 4-star characters. Wukong's, you absolutely want her E1 and E2. Again, I can't go into details right now. It's kind of cringe. Oh, hey, I hate this part about this shit too. It's so ridiculous. It's like everybody knows the secret, but nobody could say it out loud. It's like, God, that shit there is cringe in and of itself. But, you know, Wukong is very valuable. I'm going to try and pick up as many cons for her as I can. In fact, that's probably going to be the play. I'm going to have to probably force myself to skip out on Silverwolf. I might like fuck around with 20 pulls or something and try to get lucky. But I'm not skipping out on Wukong, especially as a Genuine main. She's too valuable, and she's long-term friendly. Furthermore, getting more copies of Pella is huge because I have Yangxing as well, and her E4 gives him an ice resistance that is going to increase his damage. And then I don't even remember who's in the third. Who's the third person on that banner? Jing Shui. Yeah, I don't really care about that character. I'm not gonna lie. I do like how they play though. It's pretty cool. But yeah, don't care about that character. But I do want copies of those 4-star characters. Now here's the thing. Silverwolf. One of the things that deters me from her is the same thing that incentivizes me to pull for her. Silverwolf can literally apply an elemental weakness onto the target that's on your team. So if you, let's say you have Thunder on your team and Quantum. You can literally take one of the two and apply it onto the enemy. Even if they're not weak to it, they now become weak to it. Furthermore, they get debuffed as well, and they have a 0% resistance to that element. And this is literally the most incentivizing perk on her kit that makes me want to pull for her, because it's also a huge quality of life and resource saver. If you think about it, you just build up your one team or two teams, and no matter who you're up against, if you have Silverwolf, she can make them weak to the element, even if they're not weak to the element. That's huge. But on the other hand, remember I said the same thing that incentivizes me also deters me. It's not guaranteed. And you have to run a mono team just to make it a 50-50. Because if you run a thunder element, a physical element, and a quantum element, now you got a 33% chance of which element it's going to actually, you know, apply the weakness to. And you want it to apply the main DPS's element. If you don't apply the main DPS's element, well, hell, you just wasted a whole skill and turn, almost, pretty much. Because you want your DPS to deal more damage, right? If you're going against somebody who's not weak to the lightning element, let's use Jing Yuan for example. And I have old girl on my team, Quantum Girl, Silverwolf, forgot her name that fast. ADHD, bro. If she does not apply lightning as the weak element onto the target, and he's not weak to lightning, well, now my whole plan's fucked, because I'm gonna take a 30% damage reduction. 20% of that's gonna come from him not being weak to the lightning element. Everybody has, for the most part, a 20% resistance to the elements they're not weak to. And then, since he's not weak to the element, I'm not gonna be able to get his shields down for the most part, for that turn at least. So that's another 10% toughness damage reduction. So we're taking L's across the board if she doesn't land on the element I need her to land on, which forces me to run a monotone comp, and I don't want to run a monotone comp. Jing Yuan, Ting Yun, and the other Fox girl, Wukong, is not mono. So it's like, that's the one thing about Silverwolf's kit that's deterring me away from her. She can apply quantum, she can apply the main DPS element, and she can apply the other element. And you want her to apply the element that the main DPS is associated with. And then finally, as a Jing Yuan owner, I don't want no damn serval constellations. I like serval, I really do, but I chose the Jing Yuan path. I don't need serval constellations. That's another thing that deters me from this banner. However, if you're a free-to-play player who skipped on Jing Yuan, I think Silverwolf is the way to go. Everything about that banner is enticing for a free-to-play guy. And then Dan Hang is an excellent main DPS for free-to-play players. Get more constellation. You get his E4, he turns into a miniature Scylla. You get his E6, and he gets another slow debuff, making him go even faster. That fool's going multiple times in one turn at E6. And then of course Asta, the best fire DPS support, or not, my bad, the best fire support in the game that can also support other classes. She's amazing. So getting more cons of her is also huge as well. So I like the banner as a whole as a free-to-play, but oh man, dude, I need more copies of Wukong, and I want more copies of Pella, and I don't have enough wishes. It's rough, boys. I think the safest move to make is to skip Silverwolf with a pain in my heart, because she's not an absolute necessity. She's just incredibly solid to pick up. She definitely adds value to your account, but she's not a necessity. I don't even mind skipping Loucha since I have Gepard, but I definitely want Wukong copies. I do. I need them for my Jing Yuan team. I also want more Pellas for my Yangxing team. I'll be honest with you, I have everything I need. I just need a fire DPS that's not Hook. I don't want to play with fucking Hook, man. Good lord. But I don't need Loucha, but he's so damn valuable that I want to pick him up. He's the safer bet to make. I'm gonna definitely, my allegiance are gonna probably ally with him, man. He's just more valuable. Anyways, this is my perspective, guys. I'd love to hear y'all's thoughts down below in the comment section. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the flip side.